You could put Dayglow on anything, and it would look amazing. Here's Danica Patrick's 2011 Godaddy.com Chevrolet Impala. Howdy, howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and whoa, we got ourselves a really cool classic junior motorsports diecast here. Hard to believe this car was on track almost 10 years ago, God. This is Danica Patrick's 2011, where is it? Oh, there it is, Godaddy.com Chevrolet Impala. So this is back in the earlier days of the JRM programming. This was a really interesting time for Danica Patrick and the 17, because think about it. You have such a just huge popular driver going from IndyCar in the open wheel ranks to the stock car realm. You're driving for the most popular driver in arguably NASCAR history since Dale Earnhardt himself and Bill Elliott. It was such a just gigantic sponsorship opportunity, and there was so much high hopes for her going into the Cup Series in 2011. There was a lot of buzz about it, and it got national headlines. But unfortunately, she was never able to win a NASCAR race. You could probably say she should have won that road course race. I think it was Montreal. But someone decided to kick off their shoe and throw it on the racetrack. So that's all good and dandy. But check out the box design here. You got the 5, the 7, the 88. I love the iconic 7. You know, really cool. The 88. You know, shame they don't use that really anymore. And then the 5 car. You know, that's just classic JRM. Anyways, folks, let's go ahead and get this 2011 Danica Patrick diecast right out of the box. Alrighty, folks, right out of that good old box, and totally not a Dayglow paint scheme. You know, not like we have bright neon green, bright neon orange. I tell you what, though, the early 2010s Godaddy cars, they're just works of art, honestly. It didn't matter if it was Danica Patrick, it didn't matter if it was Mark Martin. These paint schemes were just perfect race cars. And in 2011, like I said, there was such a buzz about the whole Danica Patrick situation going into NASCAR, you know. Like I said, driving for Dale Earnhardt Jr., that just puts your name in a very, very popular crowd. But, of course, you know, being, you know, the female driver in IndyCar, wins an IndyCar race, you know, back in the day, and going over to stock car racing. There was a lot of people who had high expectations for her moving forward, and it was a really exciting time in the sport. This paint scheme, I mean, just look at it, just the bright orange, the bright green, beautiful race car. And on camera, it might look a little bit, I would say, not say discolored, but off camera, the green is so beautiful, man. I mean, wow. But one thing that I noticed about this 2011 Impala, and it really is interesting to me, is how much this car actually weighs. Like, I don't know why, but it feels heavier than your typical, you know, Cup car. Like, take this for example. Here's a 2019 Alex Bowman. This thing's significantly lighter than this Danica Patrick diecast. Let's compare it even more. So here's a 2019 Michael Annett Donington throwback. Very similar weight stature. I would say this one just a little bit heavier, considering there's probably a little bit more, I would say not as lean tooling, because this was back in 2011. Not to mention there is a window banner there, another one's an Authentics one. So it might be a little bit of a discrepancy between the actual mold casting. But I will say, though, it's interesting how the Xfinity cars weigh a little bit more. So you got the Godaddy.com logo right there. Got the old school Chevy Impala nose. You know, it's just an unusual nose. Personally, I think it would have been pretty cool if they kept the good old Chevrolet Monte Carlos for the Xfinity Series. You know, they could have, you know, dubbed it up for the Gen 5 bootleg body. Check out the splitter on this thing. Good God, you talk about a snowplow. I mean, look at this. Look how thick the splitter is on this car. Holy moly, you can plow through a freaking field with that thing. You got Impala right there at 7. You got Moog, Comp, Edrock, Simpson, and Sunoco. A Dayglow splitter there, very sharp. Go over to the left side of the Chevrolet Impala. Let's zoom in a little bit, get some closer looks at the contingencies, because this thing's got a lot of sponsors on it, guys. So, this is back in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. You know, I could still remember it. It was always cool. You know, every Saturday, ESPN, didn't matter if it was Dover, Talladega, Michigan, you always had something interesting to watch on the Saturdays. You know, always good racing, right? I got Danica Patrick right there. I can't even read these. These are so freaking tiny. Got, what is it? Racing Electronics, Bosch. I want to say it's Delphi there. I'm not too sure. Got Godaddy.com, Tissot, Peak, Antifreeze. Got the Godaddy dude right there. Got the little pool noodles on top of them. Again, can't really read those. Got the number 7 right there. The side skirt with that Dayglow orange. Very, very nice paint scheme. Honestly, very nice. Of course, you got NASCAR race car, NASCAR Nationwide Series. I believe that's some type of Coors Light Polo Award logo that's supposed to be underneath the title sponsor. Jegs, ARP, Mechanics Wear, Featherlight, Penske. What the heck? I think it says Penske Racing Shocks. Oh, that kind of shocks me. I got the 3M logo right there, MSD, and Goodyear. Yeah, Goodyear. That's good. Wink, wink. Anyway, so going over here to the caboose of this diecast, you got the whole back bumper of this car is just completely Dayglow neon green, right? It's a beautiful shade of green, and it's so the shade of green is so bright and just bold. My camera is picking it up a little bit wonky jaw, honestly. Really cool paint scheme. And who can remember back on NASCAR the game 2011? They had Danica Patrick on that game, and you had this paint scheme, but it was on the 2010, or I should say middle to late 2010/2011 car body. So you had this paint scheme or whatnot, which was really interesting because you had Robbie Gordon driving the 7 car in the actual Cup Series, but then you had the Danica Patrick car, which was number 7, as a Cup driver, even though it had the nationwide contingencies and everything. Got Goodyear, GoDaddy.com there, Chevrolet bow tie, Mac Tools, number 7. Go over here to the right side of this diecast, and just a really simple paint scheme. You know, it's amazing how Dayglow can just kind of just be self-expression-esque with these paint schemes. You know, you think about the Ryan Blaney cars, you know, think of all the Penske paint schemes that have used Dayglow Menards, right? It doesn't need to be flashy. It doesn't need to have some crazy Ken Block decal sheet for a rallycross car. No, it just needs to be just a straight-up paint job, right? Half the time. And I think they did a phenomenal job designing this race car. Like, truth be told, the green off-camera is so much more, I would say, beautiful. You know, just a very, very nice shade of green. On camera, it appears a little bit brighter than it actually is. But that's why they put this stuff on the car, because they want this car in the sunlight and on camera to appear a certain way. And that's how Dayglow works, right? That's why sometimes you'll see drivers and teams like their diecast will have an orange roof number. But on the television screen, it looks red, or it looks super bright orange. Because it's the way they design these paints. They pick up a different a tone and texture when it's on a camera, right? Because we all know how cameras, they capture things different than the naked human eye. Of course, you got Nationwide front banner right there. Got the number 7. And you go over here to the deck lid of this diecast. Got, of course, GoDaddy.com. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you're in a great one out there. Of course, hit that notification bell if you want to see more NASCAR diecast reviews, all that good jazz right here on Diecastbuffet. Of course, upload, you know, NASCAR gameplay, NASCAR diecast hauls, NASCAR diecast racing, which is unscripted, you know, all kinds of good stuff right here on the channel. And with all that being said, folks, hope you have a great one. Diecastbuffet signing off.